How's it going, y'all? After what feels like forever, we're back with Peak Piece, and yeah, it seems like we got Garp versus Kuzan. I'm gonna put my money on Garp just for the simple fact that I feel like we're so close to the end of the saga that I just don't feel like we're gonna have time for some grandiose rematch, and I also don't think Garp is gonna die. And if Garp does die, I don't think it would be Kuzan to be the one to do it. I'm going with Garp. But also, what I think is interesting is also, if you look at the title, there's this whole Garp versus Kuzan, clash of beliefs or something like that. And I just think that's interesting because of all the things that Oda is the goat of. Like Booba. I feel like he's also the goat of nuance. And I feel like the Marines have had such a complex take on justice and individuality that it makes me curious to see what Garp's perspective is versus Aokiji. So yeah, with that in mind, I'm very stoked for this. So yeah, let's do it. Side note, have y'all seen Mayumi Tanaka's and Zoro's voice actor and Dan? I've not watched that show, but I keep seeing clips on Twitter. Very worth checking out. Someone with the time also needs to keep track, because I feel or go and take count, because I feel like Egghead has had the least amount of recaps of any arc besides East Blue. I've been doing. Who is punching? Who is this? Is it Aokiji in his glory days before he got humbled by Magma Man? Whoa. Is this what happens when a guy gets pent up? This is much worse than being an angsty Twitch streamer and putting a hole in your parents' wall. Battleship bags. How down bad does a man have to be? That'd be an interesting way to do power scaling, right? Who can make a bigger dent in the ships? They look so young. That's Django, because I recognize those heart glasses anywhere, and Full Body, who I looked up. I mean, alright, I get it. Feels like... Whoa. It's crazy seeing everyone in their prime, and I'm not talking about the energy drink. Oh, so this is an actual, This is an actual, test they put on. That's crazy. I would be okay with my tax dollars going to this. Order sign, Dog here. Alright. Oh, we're back in present day. That being said, I did just go back and pay attention to the ships. And it looks like Garp was way stronger, so let's see if that's still the case. If you compare dent sizes at least. Ooh. Are we gonna get another galaxy impact? Oh! Okay, no. Just a regular impactol. Bruise on his head. And that's not the knock of love. That's not the fist of love. That's the fist of GTFO. How does that not just destroy these grunts of spirits right there? But I feel like in the preview it didn't, so. I wonder if there's a character that Oda sees himself the most in. I think he's been quoted as seeing Luffy kind of as a son. But I feel like Garp... I don't know, Garp just has a lot of Oda-coded energy to me too. This dude is gotta get the swelling checked out. Drunken Spitfire, whoa! Ha! Human shields! Are they dead? Did they die? That's crazy ruthless for a man of justice. There's the broken spirits. That's a good. Garp right now gives me the energy of one of the like 50-year-old men going back to their old college to watch a game, like just wild and just reliving the glory days, freaking chaos, like. Is that a little foreshadowing? Is Teach on his way back? I don't know why it seemed like the preview made it seem like this man was struggling. That is not the impression I'm getting. The blanket on her to warm her is kind of cute, but it seems like, alright, so they're clearly on their victory. They're clearly doing their victory lap, so it's like. I don't know. I'm not ready to like bust the Binks brew yet. Because basically, couldn't Garp just do like? Couldn't Garp have just like hockeyed all of those grunts? I feel like he just wanted to just like fisticuff them. That hat, bro. Do you want to fight, Kuzan? So... Is this gonna be like 4-on-1? A damsel in distress! A damsel in distress! Oh, this is where Kobe is about to screw something up. I know. Yep. You fool! And the freaking Marine Ford parallels continue. Ah! And who done did it? No, bro, but do I even have to say it? Like, but it's interesting because it's interesting because it's kind of like shuffled. If we thought about Garp being kind of like the Luffy that comes to save Kobe, that's kind of like the ace, because Kobe's like, oh, you do love me and all that, but then it switches, and Garp kind of becomes ace, and Kobe kind of becomes Luffy. Or am I reaching? I don't know. Let me know if I'm reaching. Like, it doesn't have to be a perfect one-to-one, but it's definitely eliciting those same emotions. That's all the blood. Oh, I definitely feel a wave of guilt coming on right now. Kobe, this is his... Oh, God, that crunching. Yeah, why? I don't understand that either. Oh God, I don't even want to. I don't. If it makes some like crunching noise. But this don't make no sense because it's nothing. Don't lie to me like that. If Kuzan. How is like clearly Aokiji don't got no morals, right? So is he gonna try and get Garp like this? That'd be crazy. Should have kept himself. On that 14th floor, people down because he just became public enemy #1. Okay, because I was thinking to myself, in the preview it looked like Garp was struggling, but it did not seem like he was struggling. I understand. Oh, that was freaking... That was... I don't know why that made me curious. Is that in anime only? The bounty chipping off his ice? Well, if someone's gonna come in to save Garp, because I feel like Garp is seen better days. You just like you just did that for their own good. It's gotta be. I don't even know if Garp needs saving. I don't even know if he would accept it. They're going on like this. So Aokiji is claps like this. If Aokiji lost to Aokiji and then Garp, who just has a foot wound, he's gotta retire. That's crazy. This is so cinematic. All that like energy peak, and now we're like emotion time. I think Garp had that like jet black hair, just like his grandson. So it seems like Aokiji's been on the pursuit of strength, like this whole time. Deeply. Sought Garp out to be a mentor. Is giving himself early arthritis. So you kind of see why this losing Takainu hurt his pride so bad. Do they rebuild those ships or get new ones? That's not the main focus. Okay. And was that pre or post Devil Fruit? My son became a theater major! From my dad. Suspect. I never really knew. It's really interesting. I never knew Aokiji and Garp had a history. I feel like that was never really prefaced. So it makes me wonder how early this was thought of. You're expelled! Wow! Garp has been ruthless this whole freaking arc, bro. This is crazy. And this beautiful put Disney to shame soundtrack. On top of that, dual punch to the chin. And Garp could not have been operating on like 100, right? Aokiji. I said if Garp died, it wouldn't be Aokiji to do it. I still don't think he's gonna die. And technically, like ants. So that's she's in game with Kobe. Like that's what I'm taking from that. Oh, there's a man in there. So it's not the Skull Rock talking? Reminds me so much of Pika. But he actually has a post-puberty voice. Why is it shaking? Bro, I'm in LA. We begin earthquakes on the daily. Now I finally know what's going on. Alright, it's a little bit dragged out, but alright, we're making it. Okay, what do we got here? This thing looks like a... Okay, this very clearly is a fist. He's just gonna punch the island? That would be funny as heck if he just punched the island. Did this dude just like snap all of a sudden? Okay, it's Garp. Someone's gonna stop this dude. Someone's gonna stop this dude. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Kobe? I don't think Garp can do anything more. It's gotta be Kobe. Bro! Oh, no one stopped me. Just... They give us the blast breath theme. Gosh, the fact that he's fighting with a whole village on his arm is really, really cool. Really great episode. What? Yo. I feel like we're about to reach it. Everyone's on board. I don't know why we would think Kobe could fight back against that. What would Kobe do? But I feel like we're about to reach a to be continued. Yeah, bro, great episode. I don't know, like, is this an unpopular opinion? I just don't know if... Like, I always think, I will never knock backstory. Like, I think context is always great. For the most part, in a general sense, but I don't really know if, like, getting more background on Aokiji and Garp really added that much more to what's going on for me, personally. And maybe that's just because the actual stuff that's happening in the present is so good that I feel like... Because at least to me, it feels like this best friendship, frenemy relationship they have going on is the first I'm hearing of it. I feel like it's just... Didn't add that much, but I feel like it didn't take away anything either. So I feel like with that said, it still makes this episode so great just to see everyone be absolutely ballistic, just to see Garp somewhat reliving his glory days and just really just being a man of such conviction against Aokiji, who's a weak-minded man, and I feel like that's why they're clashing so much. And then the ballisticness of the island itself, just about to implode on itself, and knowing that someone has to come in and swoop, or else. And honest to God, maybe that someone is going to come in and swoop is going to be Blackbeard. Maybe Blackbeard is going to be the one to come in and put some order next episode. That's my guess. You know, that's what I'm putting on paper. So yeah, I just love where we are right now, and this was a great welcome back. So then, yeah, until next week.